guys, it's me, brand new Bubsy, and I just wanted to check in. It's been a while, actually been over a year since I last did a video, and so much has gone on. So I think the last video I had done the 60-day challenge, and I had lost like 55 pounds. I was going to see the surgeon about abdomnioplasty in my arms, and I was waiting for approval, and that all went to hell. I was denied. The surgeon actually, whoever submitted my chart to my insurance, actually had my chart confused with someone else. So it was a whole, excuse my language, shitstorm, because I went back and forth with them for months trying to get them to approve it, to let them know that they had the wrong chart. Basically, I got a denial letter saying that I hadn't lost at least 100 pounds since having gastric bypass, and my pictures weren't clear, and it hadn't been at least 18 months since my surgery, when it had been like 4 years. So I was very frustrated with that, with dealing with the insurance company, because a lot of times, when people are trying to get over on the system, they'll keep resubmitting it, trying to get an approval, and just revising whatever the insurance is denying it for. So I understand their reasoning as to why they would have denied it. At the same time, I'm like, that wasn't me. That wasn't the pictures that you got of me. My pictures were clear. I saw them before the doctor submitted them. And my surgery had been 4 years. It was way over 18 months. And I lost like 150 pounds. So, yeah, wrong chart. So after going back and forth with them, kept getting denied. I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm paying for it myself. So it's taken some time. It's actually been over a year, almost 2 years since that happened. That was in like, I don't know, like March or April of last year, and and now it's December. So I actually saved up the money, and I scheduled my abdominoplasty. It's actually going to be tomorrow. Initially, I had scheduled for to have the arms and abdominoplasty done at the same time. I got my quote from this. It's a different surgeon too, whole new surgeon. My doctor actually retired, and after talking to some of the patients that he had done abdominoplasties for, they just weren't really satisfied with how it looked. So I'm like, maybe I should do some research. So thankfully, I had a friend whose boyfriend had actually lost a lot of weight and had a cosmetic surgeon that he had saw, and she referred me to him. And I went to him, and he is awesome. Like, his work is amazing. You guys can look him up. His name is Joseph Michaels. He's based out of Fairfax, Virginia, but he also has an office in Maryland, in Rockville. So after following him on Instagram for several months, and then just seeing his work, the quality of his work, reading the reviews, and talking to some of his patients, I decided to schedule a consultation. So I scheduled my consultation in like June of this year, and he gave me my quotes, and I'm like, okay, got to get my money right, and I'm doing this. So he actually gave me a really good deal. Initially, I was supposed to get everything done at the same time, but I was still trying to, count my coins and stuff. So I waited literally until the last minute, like December 1st, to call him and actually schedule it when I had the money. And unfortunately, they weren't going to be able to do them at the same time. But it ended up working out for me because it's going to be cheaper for me to do it separate, and they'll both be outpatient. So whereas if you stay in the hospital overnight or for a couple of days with you having both surgeries done at the same time, you're going to be spending at least like $1,000 a night just with the hospital stay. So it's saving me money. It's outpatient, and I'm getting a discount on the second procedure. So the first one will be done tomorrow. Oh my God, yeah, tomorrow. The abdominoplasty will be done tomorrow. It's an extended abdominoplasty, and he's going to also do some lipo and just really tighten and basically recreate my navel and everything. So if you guys go look him up on Instagram, it's Dr. Joseph Michaels. You'll see his work, and like, people are completely transformed. He does amazing work. So I'm convinced, he knows what he's doing. I'm trusting him with my body, and I'm ready to get this show on the road. So my arms are scheduled for February 11th. It's actually my mom's birthday, so I'm like, that may be a sign, So I'm really excited about this. But it has been a while. So much has gone on. Like, I'm in a relationship now, and we've been together since last December. Everything is good. I locked my hair. Like, I started locking my hair in February, and I'm just now recently starting to wear it out because I was in that struggle phase for a long time, and my weight's been up and down all year. I went through a just emotional roller coaster with being denied, and then I gained back like 40 pounds, and just got in that state of I can't afford to pay it out of pocket right now, and you know, skin surgery and being able to afford it just seemed impossible, and I'm like, I just lost all this weight, not for nothing, because it was still good for my health. At the same time, I don't want to see that skin anymore. Like, you do all this work, you want to see the results. So I was very discouraged with that, and I did gain back some weight. So thankfully I've lost like 30 pounds. I'm back down to my weight of where I was after my challenge, and I still want to lose like another 20 to 30 pounds. But I'm like, you know what, I think I'll be motivated once my stomach is gone, and I feel like I'll be more motivated after seeing that. Like, okay, now I feel like I've gotten somewhere. I'll be more motivated to be more active than I was or have been, to lose the rest of the weight that I want to lose, and then just preparing for my arm surgery. So I'm really excited. I'm nervous. I'm scared. I'm a nervous wreck. So right now, today, my focus is just getting my house in order. I went and picked up all the medications. I have like 6 prescriptions and an injection that I'm going to have to do, which I'm really nervous about. I think it's like Lovenox. So I picked up like all these prescriptions, all of the post-op care, pre-op care stuff, like the Hiba cleanse. I'm going to have to clean my tummy for 3 days prior to surgery. They just give you a whole list of stuff. They give me a whole book of what to do and not to do before, during, after surgery. So I've just been reading up on that. Yeah, this year has just been crazy. So, I also had LASIK, so I went through that surgery earlier this year, which was also a nightmare. So it wasn't really painful, but the doctor had an issue with one of my eyes when he put I don't know if any of you have ever had LASIK, but he was putting the suction on my right eye, and the suction came off during surgery. So it's still kind of swollen up here. This was done in like July, so my eyes are still healing. It's going to take at least like six to 8 months before, I have 20/20. But I can see pretty good now. I sometimes use the reading glasses while at the computer, but the doctor was putting the suction on my eye, and it came off. And then he had to apply an abnormal amount of pressure to my eye afterwards, and I had this huge blood clot on my eye for like weeks, and I couldn't really see. So it's definitely gotten better. The blood clot's gone away. I still have these dark circles under my eyes that hopefully will go away at some point. I think that's just from wearing glasses for so long, and then my eyes were under so much stress afterwards. So hopefully that will go away. But I can see without glasses, which I've worn glasses since I was 9 years old. My vision has been horrible like my whole life. So, it feels good. I still like touch my nose, trying to push my glasses up every day, and they're not there. But, it's awkward that I have to wear them, but it's definitely awesome because I hated wearing glasses. So, but yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update on what's been going with me. I'm almost 5 years post-op from Gastric Bypass. January 7th will be my surgery anniversary for 5 years, and I'm going in for Abdomnioplasty tomorrow, December 14th, and I'm ready. So I'm going to try to do, I always say that, I never do. I'm going to try to do more videos of my post-op and stuff that I'm going through. You guys have just followed me over the years of everything I've gone through with this surgery and recovery and regains and all that. So I really appreciate you guys' support and following and checking in on me and all that. So as usual, if you want to see pictures and kind of stay more updated with me, since I'm horrible about posting videos, you can definitely follow me on Instagram. It's SoulGlow. It's SOUL 2 underscores GLOW. And I post a lot of random pictures of stuff in my life and whatever I'm going through, or just random memes that I like. And I usually do Transformation Tuesday pics where I have before and afters of where I started and where I am now. And then I still try to post like motivational and inspirational stuff because there's a huge weight loss community out there, and I've gained so many friends just from Instagram, crazily enough, just supporters and friends and people who really I've bonded with. And Of course, we have a lot in common, and a lot of times you don't get that support from your family and friends that you would think you would. You lose a lot of friendships, a lot of relationships, and people that are close, who you thought were close to you, going through your transformation. And so that's one thing I've definitely learned over the past couple of years. I've lost really close family members, siblings, people I consider best friends, just from trying to better myself. And a lot of times people just aren't used to a new you. You're more positive. You're not as depressed. You feel better about yourself. You're even wearing more revealing clothing, or just walk with a new confidence. And people can't take it. Like, negative people can't take it, or they just not used to seeing you be how you were, or you're evolving, you're growing. And that really bothers some people. And I realize that's not me. That's them. They have their own issues with themselves. So that's not something I should take personally. At the same time, it hurts because you want that support from people who you love, and you don't always get it. So that's one thing I have learned during this, is that I have to be strong. I've got to be okay with saying goodbye to anybody at this point, because I went through a few depressions just from people who I thought supported me or would be there for me that just weren't. And constantly throwing my face that gastric bypass was the easy way out, and I should have worked it off. I'm like, first of all, if you know anything about gastric bypass patients, you should know that we have it hard. Like, this is not the easy way out. We bust ass. We have to still work out. We have to eat right. If we cheat, it is painful for us, especially those of us that have experienced dumping syndrome. And I still have it to this day. Like, if I have something with too much sugar in it, like ice cream, I can have a few bites, but if I try to eat a whole cup of ice cream, my stomach is tore up. And like, I get horrible cramps. I start sweating and panting. Like, I have to lay down to catch my breath. So yeah, there's still some foods that I just should stay away from. And I do for the most part. So no, we don't have it easy. It's not easy for us. It's not the easy way out. It's very challenging. You can still regain. I've regained several times, and they've seen that. I'm like, I don't know what part of this you consider easy, maybe because I went under surgery, but it's a tool. It's a tool, and you have to put it to work. And I feel like people who are insecure about themselves and their weight, they project that on you and make it seem like, oh, but I can't lose weight doing the regular way, so, but I'm not going to have surgery. I'm like, well, actually, you can do it the regular way. And gastric bypass is the regular way, too. We just had help. So, it's interesting to hear people's perspective on surgery who know nothing about it, so it's fine. I don't care. It's for them to deal with. Like, I'm fine with having it. I'm fine with talking about it, it saved my life, and I know I can put it to work when I want to, so, who cares? People are going to feel how they feel. So the most important thing is that, you just stay focused. You got to stay positive. Stay around people who actually support you and your visions and your health, your mental health, your physical health. Stay around people who help you keep that. And if you can't find people like that, isolate yourself like I do and support yourself. And maybe seek those things online, because I found a lot more support from the online community than I ever have from people that I knew. So, and I'm fine with that now. But anyway, y'all know I'll be rambling all day. So I just wanted to check in with y'all, let y'all know what's been going on with me. Tomorrow is my big day, so I will be checking in, at least to do a post-op video to let y'all know how everything went. And then hopefully just continue to post and keep helping those who are either considering gastric bypass, considering reconstructive surgery, or, body sculpting or whatever afterwards. I just want to keep you guys inspired and give hope to those who are struggling with their weight, because it is possible. If I can do it, literally anybody can do it. So I will hopefully check in with you guys soon. Hope all is well. And if I don't talk to you before the new year, have a happy new year, and be easy.